Tackling our 20s comes with several journeys. And one of those journeys is letting go of the things that used to guide us. Right now, or at least while I'm filming this, there is this influx, this flood of people on TikTok, on Instagram, screaming about decenter men, you shouldn't want men's validation. I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm not gonna tell you that, especially for the old school girls. I feel you. I have empathy for you because wanting validation inherently isn't a bad thing. Is it embarrassing to admit? Absolutely. Would I say it out loud? Not with a gun to my head. However, I don't want you to feel bad for wanting to be noticed. But I want to tell you that you shouldn't just decenter men, you should also decenter women. Some of us spend all of our time thinking about how we can intricately choreograph and manufacture a version of ourselves that will be more loved and more accepted and more desirable to the women in our lives. We crave so desperately sisterhood that we end up punishing ourselves, we end up hurting ourselves because we don't think about our needs, our wants, our desires. We're just thinking about Tiffany or Susie or Kemi. And those people can be amazing people. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not villains. But I want to implore you and encourage you to take a step back and think about yourself. Think about the things that you do like, the things that you don't like, the things you want to do that you don't want to do. You don't have to hold yourself apart and dissect yourself and reconstruct yourself in a way that you think will somehow make you more worthy of love. The same thing applies in family. Some of you spend all your time worried about what the aunties will think. What will the aunties think? What will the other people on the hockey team or the netball team think? And you shouldn't do that. If in 2024 we're going to decenter men, then let us also decenter women. Let us also decenter aunties and friends, and let's not prioritize everyone else, because sometimes we have to think about ourselves. We have to sit down and have communion with ourselves because we matter as well. You have to get to the point where, yes, you feed yourself and make sure your cup is full because you cannot pour from a cup outside, but we're also engaging in self-care, and it doesn't always have to be the super deep things like therapy. Sometimes it is surface level, because when you take the time to do a face mask, you're also taking time to think for yourself and giving yourself the space that you need to breathe.